lords and what are they called? Princes. They had laser guns, which my master provided.
A couple of them had as curios when they captured entire worlds or like were out in the plains exploring. So give me a knowledge craft firearms or appraise or something.
Okay, knowledge. I'll take the knowledge of craft guns. Wait, craft guns or knowledge? What do you want?
We are using words completely in the wrong way that they're
I'll
meant
use
for.
I'll use craft guns. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Me in school, we're allowed to use words how we want.
43. Midwicks on a 20 roll.
You understand that it is gun-like. It is way too heavy for your hands, though. This would be a two-handed weapon for a medium-sized creature.
What strength would I need to have to use this thing?
You need to be larger.
Enlarged person.
Shit. Does it have grenades? I know bombs. I'm an alchemist.
Okay, so you're like, you pick up its weapon. It's just too unwieldy. It's like a great sword and a weapon all in one, or like a bastard sword and a weapon all in one. You put it down, I guess. You can hear a crash in the other room. Uker, you're coming too. What are you doing?
I'm gonna. Well, it's either the tube or the belly button thing, and I'm not a doctor. So can I snap the end of the hose bit off and just leave the belly button part in the belly button?
So you can just grab the hose and pull it apart? Sure.
Break the hose.
Give me a strength check.
Things like rage. Do we have those?
You're considered rested, so yep.
So yeah, okay. I will give this a shot. I am relatively weak compared to normal.
I thought we had no abilities though, like wild shape and things like that.
None of your characters awake that have wild shape.
I think it's no spells prepared. We have to prepare spells.
Yeah.
Okay.
I roll a 14. I didn't use the rage. I was like, I'm sorry.
It flexes underneath you, like it's got some flex to it. It pinches a little bit as you're pulling it out of your belly button.
Next round I'm just going to smash the tank, and then I'll figure out the tube afterwards.
Okay, so Lemmy, you're looking for bombs.
Midwick.
Midwick.
Yep. This is a different level of technology, but so I expect it to be weird, and I expect it to be on a belt with a simple trigger, and hopefully some of them. Are other tools.
Here, Azzy, this is a knife. Use it. You have to push this button. The Galtagar, maybe Azzy, you can pick this gun up. I can't. This is what I use.
Yeah, I'll try this. As he picks up the gun.
Just point that hole at whoever.
All right.
No,
All right.
it's not how you did it.
It feels strange in your hands.
Can I assist Azzy, Marty?
You can
Like,
try
can I like point it and he shoots, kind of thing?
You can give assists to ranged attacks.
All right, I can help you with that. I can help you aim it and you shoot. I'm
Give
not going to
me
be much effective.
a D4.
Okay. 4.
Okay, you find what you conclude are grenades.
These are 4 explosive things.
You don't know what they do when they explode. There are 4 at his belt, and
Does it look like he has extra bullets, or are there? I didn't graduate to the next level, so I'm looking for bullets on him.
he does not
didn't
seem to
reload.
have bullets on his strange magic gun.
Okay, anything else on his body? I'm trying to loot.
Yeah, you find 4 grenades. Mark that down.
So
And then,
knife, 4 grenades.
Yeah,
Okay.
his strange knife.
I gave that knife to
Do you want this knife?
Azzy.
I don't need it. I'm good.
Okay, I'll keep the knife because I can't fight without one. I'll call it a knife, cyber knife.
Okay, and then you find a bag that kind of looks like dried mealworms.
Call it trail mix.
Okay, this is probably rations. This is some kind of soldier.
The
And
dried
4
mealworms are like in groups of 5, and they've got this weird plastic coating around them. And then there's another 5 with a weird plastic coating around them.
They're not moving, are they?
Nope.
Okay.
This is rations. Some kind of rations. Usually it's honey and nuts, but well, whatever.
Uker, are you
Why does
smashing
he
it in the
seem like
tank?
a right good
I am
chance to
smashing
eat
out of this tank to look like a cool guy. Cool guy smashing out of the tank.
All right.
Sick of this bullshit. Trying to break a hose. Hose says, no, you can't break the hose.
Okay, give me a strength check, DC 25, to kind of burst out of the tank.
Oh yeah.
44.
you hear this? Bloop, 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 bloop. this sort of alarm spell as a bunch of grease is splashed all over the ground. Uker smashes out of the tank, kind of ripping the thing out of his mouth, and there's gurgling sounds, and basically you end up in a sickened heap. Once the tubes are detached from you, you feel really bad and are kind of puking in your own mess as you wreck this tank.
Oh, I wrecked it so good. Now, how heavy is the top of this tank, which is my new weapon?
Well, first you're prone on the ground. You guys heard the crash from the other room as you were looting the body of the insectoid creature. What are you guys doing over here? You found the grenades, you found the mealworms, and you found
we're gonna try and get
the strange gun.
We're gonna try and get Lokrik out of there.
Okay. How are you trying to get him
Zildin's
out?
convinced he knows magic, the new magic, so he starts pushing the buttons.
Okay, give me a use magic device check.
Oh no.
He knows the magic. Eliminate
sure just kind of
specimen.
knows what you want to do. So, what happens is, I get a 2.
Okay. 2. The DC was 25. You failed not by 10, but you failed by over 20. You hear a voice that says, "Purging specimen."
Sudo del spec by dash A.
All right. Midwick, what are you doing?
Well, we want him out.
Did you see
Purging
the
means
others?
out, right?
Yeah, purging means out. It's gonna come out.
Do the same thing. Do the same thing for Lemmy. Altagar, let's go and try to get. Where's Zucker? I assume it's that crashy thing.
Okay, give me a
And
sense
we're gonna-
motive check, DC 15, Midwick.
Okay, on what?
The intonations of the sound and the weird flashing lights for what Azildan just did.
Okay, what? Okay, Midwick's gonna... What the fuck did you just do?
I need a sense motive check. The DC is 15.
Oh, sorry.
You feel that you can continue on with what you originally said, like do the same thing for Lemmy.
Good stuff. Sense oh shit. We want a 20. Nope.
Okay,
Yeah, that sounds
so
about right.
Midwick says, "Do the same thing for Lemmy," and what are you going to do? Basically, Azildan's got this.
Alright,
He
alright,
is
good
going to
job.
repeat the same process for
Well,
Lemmy.
yeah. Well, Altagar gets his turn too. But what are you doing, Midwick?
Midwick's gonna go. He's picked up the grenades. Did we hear the crash from the other side, right?
Yeah, and you heard like a brawl along with it.
Okay, so I'm gonna actually I'm gonna run my arse over to.
Okay, the very calm but slightly urgent flashing red light suggests that Maybe. Well, actually, you don't know. You're not one to respond to flashing red lights, apparently. So.
Nope. Hey, Euchre.
Euchre's
He's got a belt and a knife.
twitching in goo, getting sick all over the place. Quietly satisfied with himself for breaking out of the tube. Altagar, give me a sense motive check, DC 15, to see if
He automatically makes it.
Okay, yeah, Isildin's doing bad things, and the system's trying to tell you he's doing bad things.
Altagar beats the crap out of the tank till it opens.
Okay, which one?
He beat Locrix.
Okay, so you move to Locrix. Give me an attack roll.
Can he charge it?
Can I charge it?
Yeah, you could try to break through it in a single round, or you could attack it for damage.
I would like to attack it for damage.
Okay.
He's got the thing that allows him to attack at the end of a charge. So he's like, ha!
You were in difficult
he's in the
terrain.
goo, though.
So
No charge. You're in the goo. So one attack or a strength
one
check.
attack or a strength check.
I'll do a strength check.
Okay.
The number to beat is 44.
No, it's 25.
If you want to be the biggest, manliest man.
I couldn't open a door with that.
So he slips in and goes boom, and there's this noise, and you basically rub your fist up against the side of it.
All Locrix sees is a flattened Altagar face against the tube sliding down.
You notice, Altagar, that Locric has both of his eyes. As he's starting to kind of wake up, you notice he sort of like jiggles a little bit, like there's some involuntary movement, and there's a look of panic across his face as there's something terribly wrong.
Okay.
Next round.
His air tube might not be air tubing anymore.
So I think the order was Zildin, Midwick, Euchre, Altagar.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just see where the purging of the tube happens.
The purging.
I'll roll a d6. 1 is before Azildin, 6 is after Altagar, and the other ones are just basically ties with certain characters. So it'll go tied with Altagar. So Azildin, what are you doing?
He would make that sense motive check too. Are there any latches or anything on this tube, or is it?
Oh, there's all sorts of like tubing and things coming into and out of the big tank.
Okay, but you said the tubes go in?
Yeah, there are tubes from the top that go in towards your belly button and towards your mouth.
Okay, so Azildin starts pulling the tubes from the outside, so he'll come up to the top.
Okay, so he climbs up onto the tank and it starts yanking tubes. You can kind of see that there are 3 main tubes. One really big one, and then one that obviously goes to the mouth, and then one that obviously goes to the belly button. Which one are you trying to...
on the belly button one. When he pulled that opened his tank, so he's going to pull on that one.
Okay, give me a strength check. DC 15.
Has anybody ever poked you in the belly button? Like actually poked? It hurts so much.
Okay. So you aren't able to pull it out. It doesn't activate and start to... it doesn't empty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotcha.
Okay. Then it's Midwick. What are you doing? They got that, so you ran over
Sounds
into
like
the
they're
other
fighting
room.
over there. Hurry up.
No, the door is actually closed. Remember, so the door is closed, and you're standing there with Uka.
I'm gonna run back like a dumb arse.
Okay.
I can't use any mythic points. I run back like an idiot.
Okay.
What the hell are you guys doing?
Little
Why do you
dong
do the
flapping
same
in the
thing
wind
for
as
me?
you're running across the med bay towards where Locric is.
Naked gnomes just whipping back and forth.
Uker, you're no longer. Actually, no. This round you're nauseated, so you got to move.
I'm a pick my sorry, messy ass out of the goo.
Okay, slipping around, and you're just gonna crawl into the goo, or are you going to you're gonna
stand up like a manly man.
Okay, standing there in your glory, looking around this strange place. Oh, some like alchemist of alchemists created this place. Like this is. Give me a craft alchemy.
No, that's the wrong Ooker. The right Ooker. Hey, Mr. Bone. 53.
This is not a place of experimentation. This is a place of production and like knowledge and learning put into practice. If that makes sense.
Yeah. They're not.
This is not tinkering, going he. This is very deliberate and repetitive. Foxfire, how's it going?
Azzy has gone nuts.
Insectoid
and is killing the good party member.
We're just gonna roll a straight D20 to see.
Is doing his best in a very stressful situation.
So the localized disintegration effect will go at 10.
What?
Altagar, you can roll a D20 to see if you act before it because you are tied with the localized disintegration effect.
Okay.
You want to win.
Somebody's got a hero point. Can they act? He has no hero points. Shit.
Okay, Altagar gets to act just before the localized disintegration effect gets rid of the specimen that is Lokrik in the tank.
Altagar is going to try and haul. He's going to fuck it. He wants to climb to the top of the tank, reach in, and pull Lokrik out.
Yeah, there's like a metal top to the tank, right, where the tubes are going through.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, he's going to beat a full round the tank, basically.
Okay. It's got a hardness of 10. No, wait, it's kind of like, what does force have? It's like 30, it's like half of force. Hardness of 15 and 40 hit points.
And I can't miss it, right? Basically,
no, you're attacking an object.
All right, so...
Hardness 15, 40 hit points.
Can I spend a key point for an extra attack?
You did. Do monks have to pray to recover their key points, or they just get it back in the morning? Okay, so you do have to.
Don't even need to sleep.
Yep.
Just time passes, and they're like, oh, I feel more key, even though I'm real tired because I've been running for 3 days straight.
Altagar gets his key.
All right, so that's...
Purging specimen now.
Wait, what?
Is he punching the tank?
What did you do?
All right, after DR.
Oh, I thought purge was a good thing.
So 141 points of damage after DR.
Yeah, you smash the tank open. There's goo all coming out, and then Lokrik's just sort of hanging.
Hit the king and throw him outside?
Yeah,
Okay.
like on my last attack, I will trip the Lokrik.
Okay.
And
Key throw him out of the
throw
tank.
him out of the tank.
All right. He still has tubes attached.
But you also have to hit him, so you have to roll that attack roll.
Oh, damn it.
Because you do have to hit him and you have to hurt him, so...
Oh, yeah.
It's a violent maneuver. So...
Yep.
I mean, Lokrik's AC is going to be like 13.
27.
Carry the 20.
Wow. That's a big difference now. It's 26. Hang on, I gotta figure out my new trip is. It's 27. All right, that's a lot.
Yeah, you got to
less
hit
than
him
it
first,
used to
and
be.
then trip him, and then.
No. Yeah, I gotta. That's right. I gotta.
Yeah.
No, I don't have to hit him. I can just trip him as one of my attacks.
Oh, you're
I
going to
see.
trip him in place
Okay.
of an attack. I see.
Yeah.
I thought you were doing that whole... at the end of my full round, I throw the thing.
No, you got to do that.
Oh,
against
I see
one
what you're gonna
target.
do. You're gonna pull him out of the tank. That's hilarious.
Yes, so the localized disintegrate will just disintegrate nothing.
Yeah. I'm at.
Although if Altagar's too manly, he might have bits in the tank. You might want to,
11.
tuck that back, just to keep
19.
everything nice and safe.
Plus 5, so plus 24. All right. It's not as. Come on, 27.
Yeah, Lokrik is conscious.
Can he willingly want to go? Because when Altagar says go,
I don't know, because Uker's is 40.
His CMD is 10 plus 15 plus 4 for strength. He's got a
plus
racial
dex.
plus 4
Plus
for
dex.
trip, so his dex is 0. He's got a racial plus 4 for trip, so 33.
Yeah.
He's basically sickened, so we'll say that's -2. That's 31. And then he is flat-footed.
Plus 1 for he's a member of the Knights of Aegis,
Yeah.
so that's plus 1.
So that's 33.
but isn't he prone considered?
He's
No, he's
kind of like
no.
grappled, so he loses his dex and it's a -2, so it's a 31.
Yeah, it's still not a hit.
Okay, so you're trying to trip him, but he's just sort of dangling there now from the thing that's hooked onto his belly button and the thing that's hooked onto his mask. As Zildan's not helping because Zildan's pulling up on the on the thing that's holding onto his belly button. So as the goo goes flying out of the tank, Lokrik's legs are just sort of dangling there because Zildan's pulling. The two of you are not coordinating properly, and then this horrible green beam fills the tank, and Lokrik's body
Saving throw?
disintegrates.
He fails.
Let's see what his fort save would be against the continuous disintegrating beam.
Continuous?
It's +10. It is a spell, I suppose. So he gets a +2. That's +12.
Lokrik can't defend himself. I use a hero point, is what Foxfire says.
Lokrik gets a 16 on his saving throw. If a hero point was used prior to the save, it would give it a +8 to the save.
Or, well, the hero point is used to save Lokrik, so the hero point could do all sorts of ways to save Lokrik. Increase the trip attempt.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
There we go. Hey, Fox, welcome. How you doing?
Increase the
For
trip
being
attempt.
so
Yes.
awesome, you get another hero point.
Foxfire did earn a point for discussions we had about cool stuff outside of game. He found a really neat spell from 3rd edition that I will incorporate at some point. So +4 hero point for Lokrik would have failed the disintegrate. You end up pulling him out. Zildan lets go of the rope, basically. You end up pulling him out. So that was to hit him and to trip him. So he is tripped on the outside as this continuous disintegrate beam.
Out.
It cleans the inside of the tank, and there's no more goo coming out of that tank. And then finally, the two tubes sort of release Lokrik unceremoniously, and he's choking and throwing up.
Altagar looks at Azilin. You don't touch anything.
What did you guys do? I was leaving. Your things were fine. Hey, Lokrik, you alright?
He's puking up all over the ground. He has no idea how close he came to, having his specimen hood disintegrated. Fox, what did you do? What did you do? Nothing. All right, Uker, you're coming too as the party is sort of discombobulated and trying to help people out. You stand up in your own ick, and you're no longer nauseated. You can see that Donovan looks like he's peacefully floating in the.
Well, we're going to fix that. I'm gonna tap. I'm gonna rattle the cage a little bit to see if I'm gonna rattle on the fish tank a little bit to see if Donovan wakes up.
Okay. Who's next is slated to wake up? Was it Lemmy or Donovan that made the con
Donovan was
initiative
next.
yet? Okay, so Donovan, his eyes go wide.
As he kind of opens
Donovan,
his eyes.
you don't have your
yes.
cloak on you. Azael is missing. You've got tubes attached to you that are definitely sore. It feels like you've got no body hair whatsoever, and you're in this warm goo that for initially was really warm. Give me an in check.
All right. In check. Donovan. 17.
Gonna make
Oh,
that check.
More if I can add the bard stuff to it.
I'm not sure if I like this. I'm not sure if I like this at all, Chris. No, we should remove that gene sequence. No? Yes, I understand. That's what makes them special. But do you really want those things running around? All right, we'll enable containment protocol.
Okay.
And
Find them.
and an
Them.
expiry.
Motherfuckers. Get over here and beat them. Sorry. What was... Donovan doesn't know that of vengeance.
Yeah, it was the same gnome voice that spoke to you.
Okay.
The same nasally voice.
I should probably roll the sense motive last time I heard the voice, but I didn't.
that interrupted and responded to your sending.
The big words that Adam knows the meaning of. Does the power to understand all communication, does it confer intent, or do the words just come by as like gabba dabba 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 for things like gene sequence?
No, you under. Are you saying? Give me a second. I have to read your power
Does
now.
he understand what a gene sequence is?
Right.
Well, it's depending on how the languages are structured. Sometimes it's like a series of concepts.
Give me a
And
second.
like the
What is the name
subsequent-
of what is the name of your power?
It is called. It's from Maestro. The name of the power is Perfect Voice.
Perfect voice. You understand all efforts to communicate through sound. You can make yourself understood. All efforts to communicate. No, I don't think this means perfect understanding of words and concepts you don't understand.
Okay, that's fine. Right now, Donovan is convinced they tried to steal their sequences. He's not quite certain what a sequence is, but it has to do with the genes. Those might be pants. They went to steal our sequence. They might be, I don't know, he doesn't know what they are.
Okay, but you see a naked Ooker smiling
You
at you.
see a naked Ooker, doop, doop, doop. And then Ooker is pointing at Donovan and covering his face with his hands, and then reeling back and smashing the tank.
Got it. What is everyone else doing as you guys hear smashing sounds and Ooker, Ooker awake? You're helping Loker up, basically. Loker's coughing and what? As he's getting up, he accidentally puts a hand on the panel that that Donovan had touched.
As he did it.
He's looking around. What are you guys saying? Doing?
Alright, yeah, this group will...
Shit, are you alright? As you should probably do that to let me. I probably not.
Scoot on over.
Okay, you guys are beginning to scoot over, helping Lokrik over.
Yeah.
So by the time you get there, Ooker, I think, has had 2 attempts to smash the tank open.
He failed one thing once when nobody was looking. Now that people are looking, he doesn't fail things.
Midwing's
37 to smash the tank.
Midwing's getting that bag from the locker.
Okay.
And the clothes and the boots.
Okay, and the little
Give me
boot
your
coverings.
boots. Yeah, he's getting that stuff.
Bootsy
All right,
motorcycle.
mark down. You've got the snakeskin doctor's bag, with the implements inside, and then I guess like 2 medium-sized doctor outfits and 1 small-sized doctor outfit and boot coverings. All right, so Donovan Uker's pulling him out of the tank and I guess laying him down, removing the stuff from him as Donovan's puking up all over the place. Kind of laying at Uker's feet. There are flashing lights and annoying sounds that are going off. Donovan, you can tell that the attempts to communicate through sound, it is telling you that there is an error in this tank, and that it's not. There are several errors in this tank. It's also telling you with the beeps and boops that that specimen. Give me a second.
What's our numbers?
B3 Mark II is now removed.
I'm just gonna put B3 Mark II. Oh.
And you see on a screen words you can't understand, but there were verbal things going on in language you guys didn't quite get, that, related to Uker's actions. As a naked Lokrik, a naked but small Altagar, and a naked Azildan, a half-naked Azildan come running into the room. Azildan's got this weird sword kind of resting in his hands in an awkward way.
So, you wake up in the goo too?
They're covered in it.
Yeah, we all woke
No.
up in the goo.
Conversation is an important part of bonding friendship. Sometimes you need to say what is obvious. Wake up in goo.
Did we just lose Ahmed?
I don't know. I see him.
I don't.
See you.
I don't hear him. He doesn't say much.
The pulsing outside is indicating, and the soft voice that happens, it is indicating multiple errors in something that it's calling primary and secondary functions.
Where there are many problems here. Where are the gnomes? There's a lot of sound.
Security alert in main reactor room. Security alert in main reactor room.
There's problems with security.
Where are we? Yeah, Donnie. What is this place? You know everything.
The person who warned us to leave that plane was talking to us while we were in the tubes. He wanted to steal our sequences. That's all I remember.
He wanted the what?
I'm not certain what it is.
Okay, all right. Take a minute, collect yourself, because now is not the time to start failing us, okay?
Maybe Lemmy would know more. He is where is Lemmy? And why do you have a big burn on your chest?
What?
Oh, you've
been shot.
Oh, yeah. Well, I got hit with this thing. That's painful, but not so bad.
How big are the lids to these things?
I don't know. What are these 10-foot, 8-foot radius circles? It's a big 8-foot radius circle of strange material with tubes attached to it.
I don't have any mythic points, otherwise I'd just chuck those around, one in each hand, and just throw them at people. But I got to throw anything. So I'm going to pick up a few hunks of glass.
Okay.
That are big enough to whip at people.
All right, so you find, give me a 2d6 from the 2 smash tanks.
7.
You find 7 pieces of frisbee-sized shards of
Tank
plastic
bits.
glass, and you're like, "Yep, I can throw this." You got your improvised discuses. They're -4 to throw, but I think you have throw anything. So.
I got to throw anything. It's as long as it's in the
All right,
shape.
midweek after you finish looting, you do see Lemmy still quietly floating in the tank.
Hey guys, can you come and help Lemmy over here?
Okay, and you heard a final crash in this northern room. I don't know if you're zoomed out far enough, but it's like something's flipping around in its own goo, or there's something moving around over here.
Okay.
Has the thing flipping around over there made any sound that Donovan can distinguish?
Nope.
To give him a hint as to what it might possibly be to talk to the goo?
It sounds like something's struggling, like, and then like broken by long periods of silence.
Make our way to the main chamber?
Or breaking long periods of silence. Okay, so the group of you step out. You're helping Donnie out, who's kind of puking his guts out as he's limping along. Uker's basically grabbing him by the underneath his shoulder and dragging him out.
Midwig's putting those tools. He's actually grabbing tool by tool, kind of like checking it, pointing it away from people.
So are you looking at the device with the screen and the antenna?
Yeah.
Give me a use magic device or a
Actually,
spellcraft check or
Donovan.
a heal check.
Donovan.
Yes.
See, this probably makes noise. You might probably understand this.
Huh? Is he in this one?
Yeah, can you go
Gonna
crush
try to
him out of
open
there?
the door and it'll open before him.
Yeah,
And then
you
he'll
go
get
to
frustrated.
And you see Mess and this horrible looking creature, and you notice Lemmy just peacefully floating in the tank of goo with the similar thing attached to his belly button and to his mouth.
Uker's gonna. So the door's open or closed right now?
The door opens and then lingers open for a little while, and then when you pass beyond a certain threshold, it slowly closes.
Okay, Uker's gonna pick up the red insect creature and throw it at the door to see if the door opens before the insect creature hits it.
No, it does not open fast enough. Traumatic rebirthing exercise cleared. Achievement get. Alright, so in frustration you throw the insectoid creature to test the reflexes of the door, which are woefully slow for projectiles. So the thing unceremoniously hits the side with a crunch and falls down to the ground. Part of it flips out of the door, so part of it flips into the doorway, so the door actually changes a slight color on one side and sort of remains open. Although you could tell, like, it wanted to close a little bit. That's like, awesome. There's some intelligence behind the door.
That's so cool.
It's magic. To Uker's mind, it's fucking somebody
cool
magic the door.
This was awesome. I need to find the wizard and take him home with me. Want to bang on the tank to wake up Lemmy? Because apparently nobody else gives a good goddamn.
Lemmy, you have a little bit of a vision. You're smiling and just sort of floating in this ambiotic goo, and you can see far in the distance a connection to Yggdrasil. The shining tree as you're floating through the goo. It's so nice here.
Uker, control my shining tree if you want.
It's so nice. Yeah, you're muted if...
Sunshine, happiness.
Doom, doom. You're awakened and kind of rudely. That's not a tree, that's Uker.
Uker's gonna mirror. Hey, cover your face. And then I kick
Actually,
in the
Livy's
tank.
going his balls on his face.
All right, breaking these wonderful devices.
We tried to open it Azzy's way, and we almost got disintegrated.
Yeah, true.
This is where Marty tells us after the adventure, oh yeah, you could have used those for true resurrections, but you broke them all, so too bad.
Well, there's still a
we got
couple.
some.
There's still a couple. Might not be enough for all the party members, but there's still a couple that aren't broken open. Yeah, so you break open this tube thing. You manage to kind of pull Lemmy out of it. He's really sick for a few moments as you pull the tubes from him.
Uker picks him up like a child and has him over his shoulder and is just tapping him on the back and carrying him out.
He's just puking up this green stuff, this pablum all over your back.
Better out than in.
A wisdom check, Marty?
For what?
The naval thing, is it the same as the wizard?
Okay, so Lemio's checking his own stomach as he's having a look. Yeah, Uker's carrying him out while you're making this check. It's a heal check.
Okie dokie. That's better.
The insectoid didn't have any other gear, did he?
No, he had like a utility belt with stuff on him.
46, not 20.
I just sent you a note, Ahmed.
This is so weird.
You don't say. It is weird here.
He's at least trying to regain his balance.
Yep.
What the hell's going on?
We wake up in goo. I need to find hammer.
Where are you're not gonna find it. It's taste that garbage. We're not gonna find it here, Uker. We're not us.
What do you mean I'm not me?
Look, remember the wizard? The white wizard? The body?
Yes.
Even my
So how are you
fucking
gonna do it?
eyes. Right. Do you remember his navel? When I was looking at it for a while. I couldn't understand what it was.
Donovan's going to start looking at belly buttons.
Okay.
This is the same mark as the white wizard. So we are copies.
Yeah, there was things shoved in belly button.
Right. So that those bodies of the white wizard were not really him, obviously. No. We're not us. We're
I am me.
right, but our minds are in here. I don't understand.
You notice Lokrik rubbing both of his eyes.
What kind of magics are this?
You're only supposed to have one.
Yes. I have
Perhaps
two now.
they acted as a regenerate spell.
No, something else is wrong. I'm supposed to have something with me, and I don't. This makes sense.
Yeah, I'm supposed to have something with me too. It is two great big manly hammers. They're not with me. Also, bow, new accessory, good for spring.
No, something else.
Well, whatever the hell you're talking about, Midwick, it's not us. It's not here.
You're looking actually rather spry and not zombified.
Yeah, I don't have that thing on me anymore. My
Security
organs
alert
function
in
as yours do.
Security alert in Experimental Lab 3.
Oh, where the hell is that? Wait, what is that? What is that noise?
There is an emergency in Experimental Lab 3 to do with security. There's a laboratory, and there should be a 3, maybe 3 dashes, or some symbol for 3.
Okay, let me do heal on whoever's injured.
In fact, Donovan
checks or whatever.
is going to look back over here to where there was this B3 Mark II. He knows this is supposed to be B3 Mark II.
Containment failure in Xeno.
There's a containment failure in some foreign section. I'm not certain what that means. Take a look at the porcelain construct.
Okay.
Midwick starting to try those.
The construct is something beyond anything that you've seen from the best clockwork makers in Mythloros. It has inner workings that look like they're impossibly small for regular-sized hands to have created. Wires and strange gyros that are... It is a construct, though. Give me a Knowledge Arcana.
Okay. should have just took 10. 30.
Its animatronics are really, really advanced. You're pretty sure that it have the full range of motion of a humanoid. It does not look like it was made for combat. It might have been made for other purposes.
Okay. How...
More servile, but there's a calming demeanor to its face.
Yeah.
Slightly feminine in sculpture. And then you don't even recognize the material it's made out of. It is light and it seems to be hard. The closest thing you garner to it, it's some sort of special clay or porcelain.
We need to find a secure place.
It was carrying a tray of, like, what looked like implements.
Donald will
Marty,
pick one up at random and
Midwick's,
try to turn it on.
Midwick's been trying them.
Okay, Midwick, you found one that would be considered a war scalpel. Like, you actually push the button, there's a little blade.
This is a weapon. Someone can use this.
And he's starting to find weapons and give them to people.
Some of them look like weird drill bits and weird drills and brushes and.
He's only interested in weapons.
Okay.
Things that can be used to cut or.
You find something that's basically a scalpel.
Okay, I'll give
like
that
a little
to-
laser scalpel.
I'll give the bigger knife to Lokrik, and I'll take the scalpel.
Okay. The scalpel, we'll say, is meant for medium-sized hands, but it can be used in one hand with a small creature at a -2. However, this scalpel only does D2 damage, and it is a touch blade. You make touch attacks with it.
Rogue with this would just murder. Oh, you don't need your ear. Uker is a curious sort of folk, and there's a slimy, slobbery sound at the north door, so he's going to start walking in that general direction.
Okay.
I'll come with you.
All right. When you guys approach this door, it actually kind of, instead of opening up when you approach, it pulses as if it's meant to be closed.
Does it say something like access denied?
No, it's almost like it starts to glow in a warning light. Uker, your trap sense is going off.
I will investigate look for traps.
Sure.
How does I look without having gear? I does look poorly. 15, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 36.
Okay. It is odd, but somehow you think there might be an arcane lock and maybe some sort of defensive electrical trap on the door.
Lemmy,
Yeah,
Not let me.
yes,
Midwick.
yes, Acre.
any of those little things used for trap stuff? Pick or
I've got
little knife?
yeah, I found a little knife here.
Okay, so let me. Midwick collected a bunch of little tools, things that can be used as makeshift thieves' tools.
I'd rather not have the -4 on the disabled device, even if I'm not getting a +2.
Got it. Yeah, you're pretty sure you could jam these things that are meant to be used as surgery tools into small panels and try to like negate magic. Okay.
What's your bonus to doing this?
+28.
Disable. Yeah, you're better than I am.
I'm the rogue.
You're the rogue.
So I know it's weird. Actually, sorry, I lied. I'm only +26. I don't have my tools.
I'm moving back.
37.
Okay, so as you approach the door, the part that you didn't actually detect was a little bit of a scan kind of scanned your face, and it actually gave your designation. It called you B2 Mark II. Identifying
Right.
B2 Mark II. Security access denied.
Uka, you are B2 Mark II.
Warning, this is a Type 3 door.
That door is also Type 3.
Lemmy's gonna walk to this door. See what's going on.
Okay.
Have we distributed robes?
This door opens freely. What do we have in this room? This
Six guys waiting to shoot whoever walks in. Oh shit!
No. We'll call this a. It's got 3 what look like beds. The beds are partially covered and they're open. They don't have anyone in it. We'll call this recovery room.
Does he recognize anything here? Tools, potions.
Okay, so Lemmy wanders into the room and has a look around.
Searching?
Yeah, give me a heal check.
Okay.
Gentlemen, please remember we need to find someone to translate for us to figure out what's going on here.
35.
Lemmy, you find the equivalent of a healer's kit, although it's really advanced.
Okay.
And you find that hooked into the 3 beds are a liquid that has a red cross on the liquid.
We'll take them.
No, it's actually part of the bed. The bed's like a white coffin, but with a little bit of padding on the inside. It's open. Medium-sized creatures.
Can he drain the liquid into another container?
Yeah, you can give me a disable device check to see if you can.
Hey, Medwick, can you come here and help me with this? This looks important.
If you guys were abducted by aliens, I assume you guys got hit by a teleport plane shift trap. It did happen when they plane shift out of the abyss.
Yeah, that means I'm pretty good with these things.
Stay the hell away from that.
Keep away!
22?
No, get away from there.
Midwick does a 22 on it.
Containment failure in Xeno.
What is that?
There's a containment. It says there's a containment failure in Xeno.
But
I'm
where
not
is
certain what
Xeno?
Xeno
Can you
is.
find a map or something? Because it sounds bad and we need to get weapons.
Donovan is going to saw like one of those like. Donovan is jealous that Azzy has a robe and he does not, and he's cold.
Okay, so you put on the doctor's robe. Unfortunately, these suits don't come with pants, so you guys are running around in doctor's robes without pants.
That's fine. Donovan hasn't not had endure elements on in a decade.
It's not cold here. It was just the relative temperature difference between the nice warm fluid that you were in and the coolness of the 68 degrees that this room is.
You have your room in a nice temperature for wearing clothes.
Yep.
And strip buck-ass naked and wander around for a bit. You start to decide it's a little cold for buck-ass naked.
All right. So what are Midwick, Lemmy, and Azildan doing? Is Azildan pushing buttons again?
Azildan's not going to push buttons.
Okay.
He's going to go to the other room and see what's over here.
Okay. Push buttons over here.
As Midwick is helping Lemio basically drain fluid from these tanks.
Yeah. To some other container that.
Yeah, there are. While this place is sparse, you do find a few things that you might be able to store some of the container in. Once Midwick has jimmied one of the beds open, I'll just put a red X over the one you're actually breaking.
You sure we should be doing this?
You're able to actually remove a jug of material from it, and you've got a jug of stuff from one of the recovery room beds.
Hey, one table broken.
We have to experiment to figure out how we do it. I wonder who's the first that gets to try it intravenously.
Zildan's wandering over to this room. Uker, what are you doing here?
It was 37 to disable the trap.
You set off this thing. You dropped the tool, and the tool was sparking with electricity. You're pretty sure that would have done some damage to you and maybe even stunned you. There's still the door is basically like pulsing red, letting you know that you shouldn't be doing this, and the arcane lock is still there. Or
well,
what
now
your
we start
equivalent
on
of
to
the arcane lock.
we could now we pick up what tools we have remaining and see if we can figure out how to unlock it.
Okay, so Midwick has left a bunch of tools around.
Midwick's come back like,
Okay, maybe we shouldn't open that. Just
But-
look, try the other door. Try another door.
You try the
Oh, for fuck's sake.
he's
Okay,
gonna grab the thing and okay.
The entire place, the lighting flickers. As Azildan was approaching this door, it kind of went, access, and the door flickered open anyways.
My magic works again.
There is this horrible fish thing that is lying on a very large slab, and it looks like somebody was in the middle of dissecting it. There are containers of like stuff that is draining off of the table into vats. And you actually get, as the power is kind of sparking back up, it says, containment suit required.
You're supposed to have a special suit on. Maybe it's the robe that you're wearing.
And Azildan can actually see these really baggy, plasticky suits that are lined along the inside of the room.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try those on. Puts on a baggy suit.
Okay, well, the baggy suit is actually, like, it's got a backpack to it and, like, some buttons, and it feels like you're breathing inside of a bag when you put it on.
Well, that's ridiculous, so back to the doctor's robe as soon as that happens.
All right, so
Why
you-
ever would you want to breathe in a bag? I can't imagine.
All right, so Azildan tries it on. You could leave the thing on without the helmet. And just have this baggy jumpsuit.
Yeah, he'll do that.
Okay, so you're in this baggy, plasticky jumpsuit. Give me a knowledge dungeoneering.
No, he doesn't have that.
I'll call it a slimy fish thing.
On his next turn, Donovan is finished fitting his robe, and we'll take a wander over to see what this containment suit is about.
Okay, the amazing lock with a +5 with a +10 DC is DC 50 open. It's a Type 3 door. A DC 40.
Okay, Uker will just work on it. Is it trapped?
Not anymore. You got rid of the trap.
I got rid of the trap. Okay. Then I will try once, and then I'll just take 20. So,
Okay.
which makes life easier. 43.
First time, you're like. So as Donovan's going over, like, what is this? As Azildan's playing around with some plasticky stuff, deciding which parts of it he wants to wear. A door opens, and there is a creature that is climbing around the ground. It looks like it tipped over an elaborate, like, hospital bed that had many straps on it. This creature can only be described as completely bizarre and alien. It has 6 sets of arms and a buggy head. It is prone, and it's holding up what looks like a one of the like scalpels in a defensive posture.
Kill it. It is not like us.
The tipped over bed that it kind of like fell out of.
Donovan,
is here. There are a couple
little
of a couple of other beds in here. We'll call this recovery room.
Uker is going to try his best naked slimy man with throwing frisbees. Way of going, I come in peace.
All right. so Uker's saying this.
Well, Uker's trying to like mimic it or like tried to look non-threatening.